everybody, it is I, Lightning Bliss. I am back with another TF2 critique video, basically. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I admit I am feeling a little awkward doing one. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's because I am not very comfortable with doing reaction videos or critique videos in this case. Maybe it's just because my mind is off thinking about the other TF2 project I need to be working on right now, which, sorry, no spoils. But yeah, I figured since I'm going to be busy a lot with picking up the pace with sub TF2 projects with the help of Ty and Daga and a few of our new editors, and the fact that I'm working on a really big project for my channel, I figured I'm probably going to be doing some of these a little bit more often, just because I really can't do reviews at the same time as working on a big editing project for myself and for another channel. So, that being said, we're going to get started with the next TF2 video, and I believe this one is called Guardian Angel. Ooh, I had fun with this one. And I'll probably explain why later, but for now, let's get to the reaction video. In 3, 2, 1, go. Already I can tell I'm still in the old phase of editing because I notice when the screen fades, it's kind of pixelated. It's because I haven't been rendering at a high bitrate.
I'm pretty sure it's the red wire.
With all due respect, Firebrand. Shush. I built this, so I think I know what I'm doing.
They burned it out. I think I know what I'm talking about. Can we help you?
Oh, don't mind me. It's been a slow day, so I thought I'd observe.
Those are actually my vectors of Silver Quill,
sure this doesn't
because Vector Brony had been really busy at the time, so
calibrate them.
So I've had to basically be substitute vector artist.
It's stressful enough without you making it into a spectator sport.
Oh, sure. When I get
And
thrown
everybody's
off the top,
asking me
I'm
that
giggling.
question
But
about
when I need some stimulus, you're
why
off.
is Dr. Wolf
Serious.
casually shrinking
Actually,
throughout
yes.
every video? It's because I'm trying to find that right
Silver.
ratio of his OC. He's actually very small. He's the size of Spike. So that's why he has been shrinking in some of my videos to get to that right size.
Another activity to busy yourself.
And I think I've nailed it here.
Fine.
Ow, ow. Please, Doc, help me.
Poor sweetie.
Which doc are you referring to? Doc or Doc? Wow, this is screwy.
The answer would be the most reliable one.
I'm trying to get the respawn generator fixed.
Hey!
Oh, okay. Sorry. Ah!
Whoa, what gives?
This!
Vector did some great work with Sweetie Bloom's vectors here.
I haven't slept in 2 days. I keep bumping into things. Can't you please do something?
Well,
Poor thing.
not really. From what I can understand from scrupulously examining these unequivocal terrain postulates of physics and under the aegis of logical deduction of the overarching narrative that this metaphysical Jocosan
When I first heard this line from Josh, I was like, I can't even. It's just,
Do all the medics have to speak in Techno-babble?
It's in the manual.
I couldn't
Unfortunately,
read that
Sweetie,
that
he's
fast.
right. Until this gets fixed,
I'm so glad
I
I'm the
can't
heavy.
change anything. So I have to ask you hold out just a little longer.
Well, at least it's something.
Try not to do anything dangerous.
Hey, I'm no mechanic, but I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be smelling sulfur.
And this is where I have some fun with the effects.
But that should only happen if...
See this? This is why I need stimulus. I need to be entertained. And if I'm not entertained, then the visions of the fourth dimension...
Well, I'm doomed. Ow!
Really working on sound
Therefore,
effects
it's
here.
your fault that this happened, and it is you who needs to fix that hole in the wall.
Go bother somebody else!
Bother somebody else, eh?
That right there, his claws.
Let it never be said I do not follow orders.
See, you can tell those are mine because there's a problem with the claws. I
Okay,
covered them apparently on the
no
thumb.
more feeling sorry for yourself. You're going to have a good day, sight or not.
I've eventually tried to get down to fixing it, but yeah. New vectors from Vector Brony. Oh,
Pardon me, sir.
Excuse me?
Oh, ink? Sorry, I can't see a thing until the dock and fixes the respawn generator. Just gonna head to the rec room and listen to music.
Continuity! We're still fixing the respawn generator here.
I guess I can't really stay mad at her. Couldn't imagine being blind like that. Not being able to draw?
Yeah.
Should I help her out? Should I be a true friend and save the day? Got nothing better to do.
I notice Ink's voice here has gotten a little bit deeper.
No,
She's grown up! She's become an adult!
What's that?
Vector, again, did some great stuff here.
Ow, 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 ow!
Whoa! Ink, what's all that ruckus?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
What was all that snapping?
I just wanted to play the maracas in front of you. What do you think?
I don't think you should quit your day job. Your maracas sound more like mousetraps.
Again, great work to Vector Brony. Ow.
What the heck? Put all of these traps down. We don't have vermin around here, do we?
Had to do some slight editing in some areas. Oh dear.
I gasp.
Hey, what was that noise?
Oh, hi. I was searching through the robot piles. I think I lost a Macarena in there.
You mean maraca?
Yes, that. Move along now. Quickly. Andale rapido.
What's with her Spanish phase today?
Originally, I had that pile rolling off of her, but Josh recommended that it just squish her. This is pure Ink torture in this video.
Come on. Can't the universe just give me a break already?
Oh, duh. I can listen to music on my iPhone. Fumble Bruce.
I wish I actually got her to hit,
Whatever.
like a vector that showed her hitting her head on the board and then falling in, but Vector didn't have one, and I didn't have time to make one. I didn't have a puppet of Ink Rose at the time.
Somebody? Anybody? How can this day possibly get any worse?
Hey, you made it!
Who are you?
I'm the devil! Hey, Pausu! Guess what? You're in hell!
There's my new background.
You're gonna like it here! Free stuff for everybody! Still alive in a minute. It's hell. What are you gonna do?
So that was a new background of mine that I created.
Later.
Yeah.
Good news, everyone.
We finally got the respawn generator working again.
So, if y'all could not go on giant rampages,
That'd be great. Yes, I am
That was
directly
one of mine.
referring to Lightning Bliss and Keyframe.
this is your fault and you should feel terrible.
Yay! That means I can finally die! What? What?
Holy mackerel!
Repent before my wrath, sinner!
Oh, that escalated pretty quickly. And all those vectors right in that scene, up till the
Finally,
fish
I can
part,
see again.
was
So
vectors.
What hit us?
It's complicated.
Yeah.
Helden sterben.
If I wasn't so terrified, I'd actually say that was kind of hot.
Miss Rose?
3 hours. 3 hours I've been fighting demons in Tartarus because of Silver. He'll be sent to the afterlife when I'm through with him.
Miss Rose, I fear that reaction was a little extreme. Maybe you should come with me and... Wait, you were fighting what down there?
Demons! I probably flew 4 circles and a half trying to get out. Why in the world would you fill a pit with underworld horrors beneath your office? Eldritch much?
Wait, I didn't even know about that trapdoor until we started receiving volunteers for new team members.
Continuity from the first episode I edited.
What do you know about this?
Well, when I dug the trap door,
And these are some of my
may
vectors of
quite
Firebrand.
possibly kind of accidentally opened something sort of resembling a likely facsimile of a portal into Tartarus. I put a lid on it.
Both of you, office, now.
So, yeah, several things are happening now because of
Hey
this
everybody, I'm
very
your
episode.
How you like this island? Pretty nice, huh? Waterfront property. Yeah, it's mine. Well, it's a timeshare. It's good for romancing the ladies, though, no? There's this little cookbook I've been seeing, and hey, it's pretty nice. Well, you feel free to poke around, I guess. Looks like that's what you were doing anyway, right? You know, feel free to steal everything that isn't nailed down. Hey, I'm a book. What do I need with it?
Well then, so yeah, this episode has sparked several things for the project on many different tiers. I will address one of the obvious ones first. I have been able to pick up in my editing abilities. This episode, I feel like, kind of sparks that a bit. I've been getting a little bit more creative with the effects and masking, movement, whatnot, using what in our arsenal to get more and more and more out of the scenes, especially to keep the eye moving. So this episode actually sparked a new tier of editing for me. The Dr. Wolf vectors. Yes, I noticed frequently in the comments people ask me, why is it that Dr. Wolf keeps getting shorter in some of these videos? Well, again, I think I've stated this before, I'll state it one more time. Originally, Doc was at pony height, so he would be in eye contact with each other, because that's how I thought it was supposed to be. But it turns out, Dr. Wolf is actually the size of Spike. He's small. He is actually very small. And regardless of eye contact and whatnot, I realized I had to keep to his OC size. So, this is why Dr. Wolf has been shrinking in most of the videos. I think I finally nailed it down to the point where he's small, and he shouldn't fluctuate in size anymore, hopefully. So there's that. Ink Rose became a fire angel after escaping several circles in Tartarus. Thanks to Silver Quill. Well done, Silver. That is, in fact, a super form. Now, if everybody has kept up with the TF2 videos thus far and has watched this one, plus Princess of Chaos, which was KP's super form, and Ubertastic. If you haven't watched those, go watch them now. Those are super formed episodes, and they are not the only ones. Super forms are going to be popping up everywhere on both teams. I'm not going to say who's next. I'm not going to say what they are, because spoilers. But yeah, this was a tier that sparked the super forms. This was the episode that technically sparks it all, though technically it was started back when Firebrand went Super Saiyan. That was his super form. Now this is Ink's super form. And then we'll have KP and then Keyframe, and who's next? Spoilers. So, there's that. We hit some grounds with the red team getting more involved in the project. It's hard for some of the red team members to get involved in this project because Ink Rose, she's very busy with selling her book. Josh Scorcher has school and whatnot full time. Mad Munchkin lives in Scotland, so the time ratios are difficult for her to keep up with. Voice of Reason is now working full time, so he's busy a lot. Silver's also busy. It's hard for everybody to get involved in a project when everybody is working and scattered, but we do try, and when we do, we tend to get gold like this. Silver Quill did an amazing job with his character, because he is the troller, the innocent troller, just having fun. Poor Ink, she was trying to be a good friend and gets the boot end of this episode until she gets her revenge. Oh, poor Sweetie Bloom and her eye, and like all she wanted to do was get rid of that eye, and now she finally has, so yay. I honestly don't know what was the point to the glowing eye though, because I honestly thought it would shoot laser beams too, but Yeah, it turns out it was just an annoyance, and I do not know how that works. I'm sure in the game there's something about it, or I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments below. Yeah. Aside from the fact that I wasn't rendering at a higher bitrate, I was relatively happy with this episode in regards to my editing ability. It finally came to a point where I felt like everything was smoothed out. There were some issues where I had to go back and re-edit, like, to get some props out of the way, like a trap falling off Ink Rose after she got hit, or her slowing down in one of those scenes before she hits the trap door. Several issues that Josh managed to coordinate with me and I was able to fix. Not a big deal. I wouldn't say this was a difficult project, but it was definitely a fun one to edit. If it's one thing I love about this series is having the pleasure and joy of bringing it to life and seeing how far I can go with my editing abilities, which I hate to say it, but this is not my top tier. I've hit several glass ceilings since this episode. One of them, hopefully, you will see in the next month or so, more likely in February, depending on Dr. Wolf's schedule. So, yeah, this is me critiquing my work. I am relatively happy with it. It's smooth. It's not choppy in areas. I guess the one thing I was kind of frustrated with is that Silver's thumb. His thumb was glove covered, and that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have a hole to show his thumb, but it was all covered in black. So you could tell those were my vectors and not Vector Bronies. There are some inconsistencies between our vectors that tends to happen when you have different artists working on the same character. We both strive to match each other's styles, or more like I try to match his style because he was the first vector artist. So there's that. We've actually asked help from another vector artist. I'm gonna give him a shout out, Brass. I recently asked him if he'd like to volunteer to help me with vectors and props, because lately the episodes have been getting bigger and more actiony, and props for the episodes are needed. And because Vector Brony is very busy, and I have so much on my plate with editing and running my own channel, I needed help. I don't like admitting that. So, yeah, I realize this video is approaching 20 minutes now, and I do apologize. I was just, I'm critiquing. I'm giving trivia. I'm giving information about the episode and behind the scenes a little bit. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this critique video, and if you have any comments, please leave them below. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer, and take care, guys. Happy New Year, everyone, and thank you so much for supporting my Patreon. And this is going to be a special shout out to everybody who has been supporting me for almost the entire year of 2017 and are continuing to do so, as well as new names. So, without further ado, a special shout out goes out to Science-SteelRail, Night Mist, CryoTech, GameAct3, Juke Denton, Josh Scorcher, Kimberly Cook, Saethwr, ZionKraze, Joseph Hudson Plumb 5, Tenebre, Ripple-Effect-MLP, Joshua Alton Sterrett, Akanu Balgshstahlay, again, sorry if I get your names wrong, guys, The Watchful Pony, Victoria Majluf, Johnathan demoisey, Jeffery Ritter, Sara Olsson, Lunetiz Mane, Harm's Way, Silverheart101, Thomaswriter, Cartoonktisune, Brandon Mcfadden, Famestar01, and Akbono808. Again, guys, thank you so much for all your support, and here's to hopefully a much better new year for everybody. I wish you all success in the world, and as always, keep an eye out for those rainbows. They will make you smile.